The work I have in Wonderoma is a piece called the Renee Bevan necklace, and at the time I was thinking about this idea of jewellery as being a connecting device, or maybe connecting you to a place or to a person or something like that. You might wear a necklace around your neck and it might be symbolic of a person, or so its actual material worth or something like that might be irrelevant, and what might be the important factor is the fact that it might be a stand-in for a particular person or something like that. I'd also been thinking about the idea of how a piece can often be referred to as maybe a Warwick Freeman brooch or something like that. So I made this piece that's called the Renee Bevan necklace, and it's me as a necklace. So I become a human necklace, and this is the first documentation of the performance that occurred. It's my husband wearing me as a necklace. When it came about, I had sort of been thinking about maybe my grandparents, for example, and what would be the most significant necklace my grandma could maybe give to my grandfather, and how instead of a necklace sort of embracing his neck or something and standing in for that person, how it could actually be that person, and how when you embrace someone you kind of clasp around them and it does become a necklace as such. And then me being the jeweller, it makes a lot of sense, the Renee Bevan necklace. My grandfather, he helped me sort of turn the old shed into this amazing studio space. I'm just working on some works that I made a few years ago. They're these heart sort of shaped small balloons, they're pendants, and the idea is that I blow into them, they capture my life, and then I freeze them, and so what happens is I get them silver plated or electroformed, and then I enamel car paint them as well, and so forever my breath is contained within the object. So I see them almost like a little world, or maybe like some sort of skin that contains the essence of me, and then forever my breath, which is my life, is retained in these objects. The ironic thing is that there's a few in my workshop at the moment, and they actually broke in the process of being electroformed, so the necks of them have broke and the air has kind of escaped, and so I will be repairing them and then re-electroforming them, but they don't actually hold my breath anymore, which is quite beautiful because of this idea that it's an impossible thing to kind of hold it forever. So I initially started making quite a lot of more object-based works, and then eventually it's sort of moved more and more further away from that. But I was always interested in this idea of, I was always using mediums like photography and that, because I was interested in this idea of capturing the jewellery in a moment, or capturing the moment that maybe it was being worn or something like that. And that, so I've always sort of dabbled in slightly different mediums, I guess, or processes in that, and then it's just sort of moving a little bit more and more that way. I think also I'm really interested in this idea of leaving elements of chance in the work or something like that. So there's some other more recent works where I've been collaborating with psychic mediums and stuff, and so discussing with them my future work and then recreating my future work and so forth. So that, and then I like this idea that it gets all messy whether what the right and wrong answer is, and yeah, I'm kind of doing what they're instructing me to do. That's my fate, kind of playing into all those sorts of realms. I guess I'm trying to capture things that are really, really difficult to actually capture, or kind of invisible things. And so what I would aim to kind of do would be to sort of strip away all the unnecessary elements. So I'd often try and strip away the visuals and try and strip away maybe the materials and all those sorts of things, and take it right back to its essence and try and capture that sort of invisible value system or something like that. So.